70 years in this tough business. We saw him on the same bill that Irwin won this particular title against Michael Armstrong on that same night in Doncaster. Escott met Kelton Mackenzie, who is no mean fighter, and he out-toughed and he out-fought Mackenzie. That was over 6 rounds. Today he goes the 12-round trip. We'd like you to come out in a minute. Here we go. Escott from Sunderland into the ring. And that's what they're fighting for. That's Jhon Irwin's Continental Championship belt. Championship belt as well. Well, Jhon Irwin, double champion, All-Ireland champion, Continental champion, former Commonwealth Games gold medalist. A boxer of superb talents. Maybe has never quite got the recognition he's deserved. Tricolour and Irwin and the Union Jack and various belts in the ring, and so happy to say is Alan.
Ladies and gentlemen, promoted by Barry Hearn for Matchroom Boxing and sponsored by Mortal Kombat 2, and tonight nothing can prepare you for the main event. This is a super featherweight contest with a match made by Frank Turner of London at 9 stone 4 pounds over 12 rounds each of 3 minutes duration for the Penta-Continental Super Featherweight title. Your judges at ringside, Dave Paris of London, Roy Francis of Kent and Mickey Van of Leeds. Your Penta-Continental supervisor in charge, Thomas Hogan of Texas. Your timekeeper, Bob Edgeworth of Bromley. And when the bell rings and the action begins, the man in charge of the four-cornered ring, Billy Rafferty of Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing to you the boxers. First, in the red corner, with the white and the red shorts, with a professional record of 23 wins and 3 draws from 39 contests, 10 inside the distance, and weighing in at 9 stone 1 3/4 pounds from Sunderland, the challenger for the title, Harry Escott. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the blue corner with the green shorts, with 9 wins from 11 contests, 3 coming inside the distance, and weighing in at 9 stone 2 pounds 2 ounces from Doncaster, the reigning All-Ireland featherweight champion, and tonight he defends the WBO Penta-Continental Super Featherweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Jhon Irwin.
And significantly, the 2 defeats, both on cut ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 3-minute rounds of boxing. I thank you.
Thank you, Alan. So the formality's over. Billy Rafferty of Scotland is our referee. We have ringside judges in the shape of Dave Paris, Nicky Van and Roy Francis. They will score 10 points to the winner of a round, 9 or less to the loser. And Billy Rafferty will not score. We're on the WBO rules, mandatory 8 count should there be a knockdown.
Second down.
This is round 1. Escott in the red and white, and Irwin in the green.
Yeah, and this is not an easy fight for Irwin, not by a long shot. shot. And Escott turned professional when he was 17, as you said, Dave. Very experienced, and I was very impressed with him against Kelton McKenzie in his last fight when we watched him up in. It was in the undercard of Irwin winning the title against Armstrong. I thought he was very impressive. I thought his lateral movement was great, his boxing was great, and he as you say, out-toughed Kelton McKenzie as well as out-boxing and out-punching. So it's a tough fight for him.
Yeah, this could be a very, very good fight indeed. Escott, we've seen him before, a cracking fight in the self-same ring here at the Grosvenor House Hotel against Floyd Havard that he lost in 8. That fight against Kelton McKenzie that he won on points over 6. Could be a real handful for John Joe Irwin.
No doubt about that. Both of these guys are really featherweights. I mean, both of them, one came in at 9-2 and the other one came in at 9-1 and 3/4. Both of them could make the featherweight division, so I'm sure they're comfortable. And neither of them are great punchers, but they're both good tacticians. And it'll be an interesting fight as it opens up and develops.
Well, I was talking to John Rushton, who's John Joe Irwin's manager, before the contest, and he was saying, as you've just confirmed, Barry, that John Joe can do featherweight no trouble at all. He's the All-Ireland featherweight champion, and he can make that weight. He can make the 9-stone division easy.
Both of them just sort of feeling each other out. There's a fight for the centre of the ring. Both of these guys are boxers, and boxers like to control fights. And the way you control it is by taking the centre of the ring and forcing your opponent to use the perimeter of the ring and to keep going back. Nice little left uppercut from Harry Escott. And as I say, there'll be a struggle for the first couple of rounds to try and take control of the centre of the ring.
And if you're thinking that Escott might have borrowed the shorts of somebody called McGurk, or think again, that's some Ty McGurk sport up in Sunderland, where he gets his gear.
And that, of course, is Billy Hardy's...
That's Billy Hardy's place, absolutely.
Yeah, indeed. Tactical opening round. You have to give it to Irwin. He's just shaded. But it's a close one.
Well, that's as good an opening round as you'll see in a championship fight anywhere. We're with Harry Escott. Got Paddy Byrne working in the corner with him. And that's Harry's nephew. Take it up, well, I don't know. There's Uncle Harry. Paddy Byrne with him in the corner, best cuts man in the business.
Seems like a clash of heads here, which is unfortunate for both. In actual fact, Irwin was lucky because Escott's head hit him underneath the chin, and that little left uppercut didn't do him any good either. But it didn't land on his face where he is fragile.
Corners, 10 seconds.
The Earl of Doncaster Hotel on the back of John Rushton's jacket. John Joe Irwin's done all his training, and they've helped him out a great deal in the preparation for this contest. And I'm sure everybody at the Earl of Doncaster watching this tonight and wishing John Joe well. Round 2. Irwin in the green. Challenger. Harry Escott, white with the red trim. Sunderland colours, red and white. As you would expect.
Escott,
a Wearside boxer.
Escott, what he was trying to do, he was going to be trying to draw Irwin's lead and to get up on top of him. Irwin, again, as I say, giving himself lots of room to get back. He goes back in a straight line, Irwin, but he's got very good legs, tremendous legs, and gets himself out of trouble using the legs extremely well. What he's doing is he's giving himself room to get back. He's not allowing Escott to force him back to the ropes, and you can see what Escott's doing. He's shifting forward, feinting blows, and just trying to step up on top of him.
Oh, Well, they've set off a cracking pace. 12-rounder, remember. This is as good a start by Irwin as I can remember seeing. I've always liked his style of boxing. And I'm an admirer of Escott as well. Good punches from Irwin.
Yeah, he's getting off the sharper, cleaner punches to begin with. But it will really liven up, and as I say, neither of them are real punchers. It'll be as this round or this fight develops, and there's no cut sustained, that it will really become an exciting battle. But Irwin controlling the pace and doing the right thing and just keeping on the move. Escott needs to get closer to him. He's a frustrating guy to fight, Jhon Irwin. Good hand speed, great pair of legs. And it grabs you and holds you on the inside like that. Good tactician. You see the concentration in his face. He's watching Escott like a hawk, and Escott trying to catch him there with a silly punch, showing the right hand and then trying the left. You see the way he's able to pull back. He's watched your punches coming a mile away. Good lightning reflexes. Escott's not going to do any damage out there. He's got to get closer to him. He's trying to draw each other's lead. You can see that there. A game of fencing.
Irwin's round on my card, Barry.
Yes, definitely. The first two rounds have gone to Irwin. The first one was closer than the second. Definitely Irwin's just shading both, in my opinion. Irwin was able to lead Escott on, following the jabs here with a good smacking right hand. And picking his shots well. It hit Escott between the eyes, and that left hook hit him on the eyebrow as well. But you see the same punch again from a different angle. It didn't really do him any harm, but snapped his head back there, and the left hook just cracked him around the eyebrow. As I say, nothing too substantial, but picking up a decent points lead, Jhon Irwin. So Harry Escott here, senior, I'm sure, telling him, come on, jump on this guy.
Seconds out, round 3.
Round 3. 12-round scheduled contest. First two rounds, Irwin's in the green.
Here and try body punches and try head punches. He'll start to mix it with Escott. That's when Escott will have more success. At the moment, he's not able to catch him because he's hitting lightning fast and getting away from it, getting away from the action, just bouncing in and out.
Well, if he comes through this, the next 12 months, in my view, are going to be vital for Irwin. He's got a broadened title ambitions.
Yeah, he's ready to fight for either the featherweight or super featherweight title.
I reckon so.
He really is. He's ready for it right now. Escott's now been forced to go back, which he doesn't like to do, and Irwin's just doing the better work up to him.
I tell you, I'm very impressed by this start that Irwin's made. I mean, he's come out, warmed up, fired up, and he's been the governor right from the opening bell. And I think it's taken Escott aback a little bit.
I didn't think he probably imagined he would be easier to hit, but he's not easy to hit. You can see that Irwin's, that confidence that he's got from the fight against Armstrong. He was a harder puncher than Escott. He he's not afraid to trade now. You see he's getting a bit more confident. He's prepared to stay with Escott, and he's equally as good on the retreat.
Every so often, Irwin's coming down off his toes and priming his feet and landing a really stiff right-hander, and they're hurting Escott. Cheeky. No power in them, just in fun. Love taps. That was an example I was talking about. Planted the feet, whipped in the right, actually went over the top of Escott's head, but
he's got the confidence to stay with Escott now, and he knows that Escott is not a hard puncher. This is good work from Jhon Irwin. He's boxing extremely well here, completely in control.
As you can see there, going around collecting the scorecards or the round-by-round scoring slips off Roy Francis and Steve Parris and Mickey Van. Steve Davis looking pensive there. And that gentleman owns Doc Martens. You know, the boots.
I own a pair too.
Corners, 10 seconds.
McGuigan 1, everybody else 0.
Seconds out, round 4.
Go on, give us a bit more of your impish Irish wit then. Round 4.
What you were saying was he owned the company, right?
I tell you, he bought a pair and he liked the company so much he bought it. Or is that another fella? Round 4.
Escott realises he's got to start doing something here. He's got to try and pin this guy down. He can't allow him to control the fight and dictate the pace. He's got to try and ruffle him up. Just get up on top of him and get those punches going.
Well, he's got to match him for pace first, and he's not doing that yet. He just cannot find a way inside Escott. Not through lack of trying, though.
Can't catch him, Davey.
Not yet.
Not necessarily the pace, he just can't nail him. That's a good little right hand from him, from Harry Escott, but no real power in it. And he's not a puncher, so this is the problem he's going to have. And nobody needs to tell Jhon Irwin that. He's in there, he knows he's not a puncher.
Also significant that Irwin knows he can go 12. Escott's never approached that before.
This is a better round from Harry Escott. He's boxing much better in this round. Taking the fight to him, you see.
Oh, right hand from Irwin.
Good right hand, yeah. Irwin landed a super shot there. Most powerful punch of the round, of the fight so far. It's the problem when you're chasing a guy, even if you are a puncher, you can't land with any real quality or power when a guy's moving it and is as mobile and as difficult to hit as Irwin is. You can't land square and you're chasing. So now he's in pursuit of Escott at this stage. He's trying the tables. See the way Irwin's able to control it when he takes the centre of the ring. He can slow the pace down if he takes the centre. Whereas when Escott was chasing him, he was able to put him under pressure and he was able to make him panic a little bit, just like he's doing now. It's better work from him. He's got to start being the aggressor.
Good work, this by Irwin.
Yeah, solid shots from Irwin.
got to say, on my card, he's building up a fairly decent lead at the moment, Barry.
Yeah, the rounds are close. That last round was extremely close. Escott started off extremely well, but the round was finished strongly by Jhon, and that is impressive to the judges. And the best exchange of blows just came right above our heads here at the end of the round. You attacked him here and threw solid shots, left hooks, right hooks, and he put his weight behind those. That's always impressive looking when a guy digs his heels in and starts whacking. We see the same combination here from different angles. He's putting power behind those punches, and it is impressive looking, Dave, isn't it?
It certainly is. That was right above us. We got the almost the full brunt.
Seconds out, round 5.
Round 5. Good contest. The distinguished-looking gentleman there to Dave Parris's left, Frank Turner of London, the #1 matchmaker in Europe, who's brought about this fight tonight. Top of the bill, 12 rounds, Continental WBO Super Featherweight title. Jhon Irwin defending against Harry Escott.
Spurs Irwin into action here. He comes firing back. Oh, good stuff from Escott again. He's
much better.
Calling Irwin on. Oh, hit him with his elbow. A little bit to the professional stuff. This is good. This is livening up now. This year it would get better as the rounds went on.
I'm sure you're right.
Irwin on his just right on the balls of his feet, ready to get out of the trouble at a second's notice. This is good work from Escott. Better from him, switching to the body now and getting his hands up to block Jhon Irwin's return punches. The fencing is gone and they're now starting to exchange blows. This is good stuff.
Yes, this is as good a title fight as you'll see. Two well-matched boys. And a lot of Irwin winning the rounds, as Barry says, there's not too much in it.
Well, this is better from Escott. He
took the words right out of my mouth.
He suits this sort of fight because he's been a professional for longer, and he's good defensive skills, blocks punches well, parries punches well. He's like the old timers. He's good old professional style of boxing. And this is suiting him much better, and it's good stuff. It's becoming more entertaining. You have to say, every exchange, it just looks like Irwin's doing the cleaner hits, isn't he?
He's getting the last shot in every little flurry they have.
Yeah, and the punches are more impressive. He's able to sort of jar Escott's head back, whereas Escott hasn't really had that success. Good blocking from Escott. Getting them hands tucked up nice and tight. This is becoming really careful.
Good round. Pretty even round, that.
Yeah. This is suiting Escott. Irwin looks completely relaxed there. Not a breath out of...
Yes, again, the eyebrows holding up. Both defeats have come on cuts. So we can't read too much into that. We could, I suppose, say that he's never been genuinely beaten. Now let's have a look at how Escott got a little bit of his own back this round.
They landed a good quality right hand here, and he's really accurate with it. Bang, look at that, that's a smashing shot. Right on the button. Got all his weight behind it too. Irwin took it extremely well.
Seconds out, round 6.
So coming up to the halfway stage of what is a very, very good main event here at the Grosvenor House now, so toe on Pro Box. Jhon Irwin in the green, Harry Escott in the white with the red trim. Scotland's Billy Rafferty, the man in charge.
And I read a piece on both of these kids over the last couple of months in Boxing Monthly, and they're fascinating pieces on both of them. In particular, Escott is a very unusual character. He's, as I say, turned professional at 17 and a vast amount of experience. 39 professional fights. It's incredible.
Yeah, he looks a lot older than 24. Ooh, wry grin from Escott to Irwin.
Yeah, he's a dab-handed and pretending there's nothing wrong with him. He's a professional.
I like the ability of Irwin almost to seemingly change the direction of his punches when Escott looks like slipping them. He's got this knack of just altering them by a couple of millimeters at the last instant, make sure they turn into point-scoring shots.
Yeah, he's got cat-like reflexes there when you see the way he's stepping back, just little short steps, just circling the perimeter of the ring when Escott's forcing him back, all the time ready to pounce when Escott makes a mistake. Very good counter-punching.
And you'll also note how Irwin is moving clockwise, anti-clockwise, as well around the ring. Good craftsman.
Two good professionals.
They are, both of them.
Oh, good right hand from Irwin. Escott takes a shot, Dave.
Yeah, the punch really is a big punch is the one thing missing from the Irwin armory at the moment. Maybe that'll come.
He'll never be a big hitter, but he's a big, stiff puncher, and he's becoming more confident, and he's able to sit down on his punches. The more experience he has, the more confidence he'll have to stand and trade punches, and he's definitely showing that tonight. Close rounds again, another close round, with the more positive work again coming from Irwin, Jhon Irwin.
Return leg, if you like, of this fight. Now we're into round 7. We're into the second half of the fight. And so far, I've got to say, I've got Irwin with a big advantage.
Corners, 10 seconds.
I don't know whether you caught that. You're allowing him to win. Speed him up.
Seconds out, round 7.
Easier said than done. But they're absolutely right. He needs to cut the ring down. He needs to just pressurize Irwin more. He needs to try and take the play away from him and not allow him to dictate the pace.
The point worth making, Barry, is that Escott is not fighting a bad fight. He's fighting a very, very good